What's going on, YouTube? Out here in the greenhouse, and I figured I'd go ahead and show off a little of the greenhouse here, failures, successes, and stuff like that, because, well, it's January, and, you know, you guys out there that are going to be building a new greenhouse, you're going to be doing it pretty soon here, so, as many tips as I can give. Figured I'd just throw them in there, probably just one video at a time, something like that. Man, it's cold outside, but man, it's warm in here. What is it? Oh, it's only like 58 in here. Huh. Okay. It's warmer than outside then. Anyway, so some of the structure of the greenhouse, as you can see, some things I had to double up on here, and but these independent rings, hoops here, like this guy is a great example. It's not attached to the wood. Oh yeah, I guess I should show that off. I got a main wood beam frame here. And that goes all the way, 12-footer here, and then got a 2x4, well, two 2x4s right there holding it up. Goes all the way down to the other side. That was one of the greatest things I did in here. Should have done that right off the bat. Wanted to do it and just didn't do it. A strong center beam would be really good. Another way to do it would be, as you can see, like right here, where I've got these cross members here. Here a little bit, right here. Got these things. I don't recommend any breaks in your pipe. If you can go the entire hoop in one length of pipe, that would be the best. The next best would be use the bell ends right here. I did that. These a bunch of these are just pieced together. As you can see, this one, I mean, look, got one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right here. So that one's definitely pieced together. But I recommend that, and an independent hoop. Whenever you put a fitting in there, I've had many of them break. That's what's going on over here. I'll get to that sag in a second, but right over here, that's why they're doubled up there. It's two hoops there put together. It's because I had a fitting fail on me, and I couldn't just yank out the entire pipe. I guess I could now, but it's also still attached over here. Huh? You can see it right there. So I didn't do that. But the independent hoops, yes, that's the way to go. If you are going to put in these goofy little tees like that sucker right there, first recommendation would be, if you're not doing a wood frame, put them at the very top. Dead center on the top, very good idea. And not any of these like a little bit of ways kind of thing. These things hold water. And as you can see right over here, they hold water. Got a nice little sagging roof right there. As bad as that looks, some of you might be like, oh my god, that's horrible. That is nothing. This section right here, between there and there, as you can see, I cut the pipe right over there, and I cut the pipe right over here, because this section was just loading up with water. I don't know why right here, but it would load up, and because this one isn't attached, it would end up moving way over here and allow the sag to come down even further. I got rid of that the other day, and then it rained very heavy. And as you can see, no water up there at all. You can see over here, we got that bar right there, water hanging in there. So that bar is the next one that's going to go. It goes all the way over to here. So I'm going to cut that right there, and I'm going to take it out right there. I might take out this extra pipe here with the fitting right there. That's it's all taped up and stuff because there was not sharp edges. I put everything back together and then taped it up really good, and then put, let's see if you can see there, put a hose clamp up there. Kind of see, to hold the two together. So actually I think that's two hose clamps that I put together. But yeah, so that's the only problem I have with my entire greenhouse right now, is that sag right there. And that's only because of the stupid bar right here. It just pretty much collects the water right there. It just like acts as a brace or whatever, and then the water pools up. It just keeps getting bigger. Once it starts pooling, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger until it can overflow out. So that's why I recommend the independent ones. Another way that you could do it, if you wanted to have it all interconnected and stuff, would be like down here. See how that's on the underside? It's actually big mess over there. That's two different pieces I had to put together, and I think it's 4 hose clamps holding that hoop together over there. And now it's not even needed. All I really need to do is just cut off right here. That hoop will be independent, and then I don't need all that mess back there, but I'll get to that a little bit later. I do have a little tiny bit of pipe. Maybe I can put them back together. What else? That was the main thing I wanted to talk about, was just eliminating that one section and I feel so much better about the greenhouse now, not sagging. For some reason, the other side never has sagged. I don't know why. Maybe it's the wind. Maybe it's the way the wind comes in. Maybe it pushes the water, you know, this way or something. I don't know. But it's always been this side. And I've had my fair share of greenhouse disasters. If you look back in my, I think it's greenhouse playlist or something like that, there's a lot of fails, a lot of roofs coming off and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I put the greenhouse up, and I think within a month or a month and a half, the entire roof collapsed. Oh, the whole back section collapsed first, and then the front section started to collapse, and that's when I started making modifications and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, I've got this one goofy pipe over here. That's the one connected to the mess way over there with a couple hose clamps. But it's not accumulating water, so I'm not very concerned about that. Not right this second. Not like I was with that section right there. I think that's about it. The greenhouse has been holding together really, really well lately. So now that I've cursed myself, yeah, so yeah, I can't think of anything else, but that was one thing. Oh yeah, guess I might as well get into that. I wanted to do, since I put up the wood roof line, I wanted to have 2x4s coming down. Well, if I go straight from there to my 4-foot wall, it's really not going to be very much headroom once you get over here. It's going to be like, you know, straight up like right here. So I guess if you were going to put up a wall like this, first off, with aquaponics, I don't need light down low, so I could have put plywood on there, or like siding even, or something on the outside, and didn't have to worry about plastic, but the plastic's there now. One thing I did think about was if this wall would have been like another 1 foot higher even, I mean, that would be perfect. 5 foot, something like that, and then the angle takes off. That would be a perfect angle. So that's why I've been wrestling with this. And to put that new wall on, I have to take off all these pipes that are already here and discard them, and then start building and blah blah blah. Yeah, excuses. But that was an idea I had, but I wanted to do the typical, what do they call it, like where it's angled down and then angled down again kind of deal, like with a greenhouse. And I was going to do it that way, and then I didn't want to do it that way, and then I've been thinking about just making a 1 foot wall on top of this wall, and then having that, I don't know. That's later on type work. It's getting cold right now anyway, so it's probably not the best idea to start working on that stuff yet. But hey, if I have some free time, I already have some wood outside, maybe I will be getting around to that stuff. Let's see. Oh, there's lots of stuff I guess I could show off on the whole greenhouse. We've got windows back here, which I've got the 2x4s on the inside. This one does not have a screen here, but these things come down here, got them notched, and they sit right onto here on the outside and prop themselves open. I like those. Got a fan in this window, even though the plastic comes from the roof all the way down. Actually, it goes all the way to the bottom right now. So I'd have to cut these window parts out just to make them work, but it's wintertime, so I don't care. This little guy right here, exhaust fan, I put a couple on the outside. I have like wedge-shaped blocks out there. So when the roof comes down, it actually goes all the way down to the bottom of this fan. So it's just a small little area that it would draw in from, but it's not sucking in the plastic. It's actually, tapered away. And so down low, it's like the biggest area, and that's where it's sucking all its air in. And had a little extra room, so I just put this guy in here, if you can see, kind of. No, not really. But behind here, there's pretty much nothing. Oh, fan's on. Okay. Oh. Alright, I touched it. It's one of the touch fans. Anyway, that's what's going on around here at the greenhouse. If you have any questions or anything about how I built it or modified it or anything like that, feel free to throw them in the comment section below if you want, or go back, check out that playlist. I'm going to double check, make sure they're all on that playlist, and I'll throw a link to it down below, make it easier to find. But yeah, got to take care of that sag over there, pull that piece, and I'm ready to go. Let's see, I can't remember any other building tips, just that main beam was, well, then again, my greenhouse is a lot bigger than most. It's 12 by 24, So, and it's like 10 foot high in the center. Right there, I believe is like 9 foot 10 inches or something like that at the top of the beam. Not exactly sure. But that's just the way I wanted to do it. I had to make it fit around this gigantic hot tub here. It is a hot tub. And so I needed extra room. I wanted to have walkways on the side, and where we've got walkways on the side, I wanted to be able to go ahead and put up more growing things on here, because I've been wanting to do hydroponics for quite a while and just haven't got into that stuff yet. But I wanted that on the walls so that I could go ahead and install more stuff in here so I can grow even more stuff. But yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. Shot of my exhaust fan. All these are just window fans for in your house, and then I put a frame around them. This is my crowning achievement. It's a digital. I don't know if you can see that up there, but it's digital, and you can set it to come on whenever you want. Mine's set to 72, so if it ever gets 72 in here, it kicks on, starts blowing. It's got the little, I left the plastic all the way around here, and then used a razor knife, just cut it out. So it's like a flap, so when it's cold wind coming at it, it kind of closes itself up. Kind of. It's not a very good damper, but it works. That's about it, except for all of my electrical stuff. Got a main disconnect box for the entire place. A couple plugs hanging out here. Light switch hidden back there that controls my little fan over there. Got light switches that control my my only light in here, really. But I've got all kind of electrical going all through here. I've shown this off in past videos, but that's what it all looks like. That's how I'm getting power. I even have a power plug underneath there, back there, and that light is plugged into it. And I've got another one right over there, if you can see that sucker. And it's actually being used right now because I'm using that. It goes to my reservoir tank, and I'm pumping stuff in, water into my hot tub here, filling up the levels a little. Yeah, that's about it. And then you got just your plastic, and that's it. I don't know. Like I said, if you got any questions, just throw them down below. If I can think of something else, I'll make another video later in the future. And if I'm going to be modifying any of this stuff, I'll probably bring you along and show you what I'm doing. But anyway, just quick walk around the greenhouse, showing off a couple things. Hope this helps you at all if you're getting ready to build a greenhouse. But like I said, just throw a comment down below, man. I like crazy questions, so go for it. And, oh yeah, how about this? You want to see something funny? How do you get the water out of there, man? This is how I do it with a broom. This water's raining down on me. Woo! Jeez, man. It's freaking raining in here. But anyway, yep, as you can see, probably got water all over the camera, but now it's taken care of. All I need to do is cut that pipe out, and I'm ready to go. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I'll throw up more greenhouse videos as I do stuff to it. Thought about doubling up on the plastic, maybe putting a layer on the inside of the walls, just to add an extra layer or something. I don't know, maybe that'll be bad for the wood. Anyway, I'll think about that one before I do anything. But, yeah, anyway, that's a quick walk around rambling about my greenhouse and stuff like that. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that fun happy media stuff down below. Leave a comment, ask a question, anything you want to do. Just go into radio voice, and then all of a sudden it just sounds like a commercial. Anyway, that's it for me. Greenhouse tip. Use it or don't. See ya.